very concerned. And even though they have a really seems to be a really easy schedule the rest of the way. They have three teams above 500 average currently that they have for the rest of the way. Everybody else has at
Yeah.
least four losses, and so they should have an easy road. But
Mhm.
what we've seen up to this point, and they've lost games that they should have won, and their synergy is not there. Injury issues are not there, so this is a very big concern for the Buccaneers. They're just lucky that they are in the division that they're in. That's the only saving grace they have right now.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, when you also look at a team like Baltimore, who they're in the same division as Cincinnati, who's starting to kind of like to pick up steam and look better. Like, what are your thoughts on their division and just kind of like how Baltimore can develop? Because we know this team has a lot of potential. They have one of the most dynamic quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson. But how do you think they can fare for the rest of the season?
I think that's it. I think this one was huge for them.
Yeah.
Because, as you said, the Bengals are picking up now. Joe Burrow's playing like we know who a Joe Burrow can play like. Joe Mixon's playing well. Their defense is starting to play well. And so they need a win at this time against still a talented roster. So, hey, we can actually close out a game. Because they should be, at this point, 6-1. They should
Oh
be.
yeah.
They shouldn't have lost the games that they lost. Their defense hasn't been able to close, and their offense hasn't been able to just contain. And
Hmm.
I think that's the problem. The offense played contain and didn't play just to go out and ball out and win. They
Yeah.
would say, "Oh, we have a comfortable lead. Let's contain now." And so that's one of their biggest issues. And we know Lamar Jackson's at least a top 10 quarterback, if not top five quarterback in the NFL.
Hmm.
Um, and so he had to show that, hey, I can close the game out. And they almost didn't. Like there was a very real possibility that the Bucks should have won last
They
game.
could
They
have
could
blown.
have
Yeah,
won.
could have blown that game.
They
Yeah.
could have. And so they better be grateful. But I think that should be a little bit of a morale boost for the Ravens. There's a hey, we got this. It was still close, but we closed it out. Let's do this the rest of the way. But they're gonna have a tough time, even with Pittsburgh, even with Cleveland. They're gonna have a tough time winning that division. So this is the right way to go about it. This is the right step.
Yeah, definitely. And now getting into thoughts on kind of